even miss me at all? Do you even miss me at all?
Yo, what's going on, people? Oh, alright. Oh, that was nearly a disaster. I'm starting off this video by changing my socks because I just walked in something wet and there is nothing that pisses me off more than a wet sock. Okay, so first things first, today's video is going to be a Q&A video. I do apologise, I keep saying that I'm going to get a video up again and the vlogs will be back, and they will, I promise. I'm not going to leave you this time, I just not have had time. Let's go through kind of the weekly antics and what's been going on and the reason why I haven't managed to get a video up. So if you've been following us on Instagram, you all know that not last week, the week before, our payment gateway went down on our website. I will one day explain what happened and all the shit behind the scenes. Not that drastic, sort of, it's not bad, I've done nothing wrong, but we had to get a new one set up. So we've been doing that and it took way longer than I expected. We've got our website back up and running and it is good and going and running, and it's been going for the last, it's like 48 hours now. 48 hours. So if you're interested in getting yourself a Broke Boys at the Farm ticket, I'll plug that right now. Make sure you head over to the website. It's www.brokeboysuk.co.uk and you can click on the events tab, navigate over to there, have a read of the description so you know what you're buying, and then you'll be able to grab yourself tickets there right now. All the products are back up online as well. When it comes to clothes, which are right there, you'll see in the background that we do have stock. However, we're not putting any of that on the website because we will be at Ultimate Dubs on the 9th and 10th of March, I believe. So on the 9th and 10th of March we'll be at Ultimate Dubs and we'll be selling that stuff there. We had to hold some stock, others we'd have nothing, and we've got a new product releasing as well if it arrives on time. That's something that I'm waiting on as well. Today's video will be dropping basically just a quick Q&A so that I can obviously get some content uploaded to you guys and as well answer the questions that you want to know about moi or about Broke Boys. Now there is one problem that we have when we do a Q&A for Broke Boys, and that is we get asked the same question over and over again. I've gone through it before and I'll go through it again. I'll give the people a shout out that have asked it, but we got asked like the same question a lot, and that question is either how did you come up with the name for Broke Boys, or how did you start Broke Boys, or something like that. A lot of people seem interested in obviously how we kind of got up and running. There's a couple of other twists of that question as well which I'll give a shout out to. So there are a lot of people that ask this, but I'll give a shout out to this person, which is the first one that I've seen. How did you come up with the name Broke Boys? Is it from a girl called Becky_Bramell? Yeah, Becky. So to answer your question, how did we come up with the name Broke Boys? We didn't really like sit down and brainstorm it. It was like nothing like crazy. I had, long story short, we went to a car show. It was the first car show I'd ever been to. This was in 2014, so a while back now, and we left the car show and one of my mates at the time said, yo, we should start our own car group. And I said, I think it was either me or someone just went, well, if we do, we've got to call it Broke Boys because I've got no money or I'm broke. And that was pretty much it. From there, as a laugh, we just kept referring to ourselves as Broke Boys, and like that was legit a joke. Like we just kept dropping it in every now and then, just like, I don't know, like that is literally it. Like there was no thought process behind it, but it did have deep meaning, and that deep meaning was I had no money in my fucking pockets. So yeah, no, so that's how the name came about. It's nothing really that interesting, if I'm honest with you, but it's stuck, it's good, I like it, and it's like its own USP. Next question, what made you start Broke Boys, and did you ever think it would be successful? And that's come from Cassie Reynolds. Cassie, let me address this. We started Broke Boys because we didn't feel like there was anyone that was catering for our needs. We felt that we was left out. So we went to this car show, 2014, set the scene, walking around, and there was two big things that I realised. One, the cars inside of the show, where I wanted my car to be, I've got a Classic Mini, well I had a Classic Mini at the time, I've still got it, it's fucked now, but at the time I was driving it, and I was walking around, and I was thinking to myself, I'd love my car to be inside this show. I'd love to be able to like display my car at a car show, but it's nowhere good enough, nowhere close to having the amount of money spent on it that some of these builds are in here. The first issue that we saw was you had to have potentially a lot of money to get inside. That might be incorrect, but that's what it looked like. The second issue was we was walking around, and instantly, my first show, I knew no one there apart from the friends that I went with, and the issue was like there was all these people behind these stands. There was people selling at stands, obviously just how you would at a normal car show, people traded, etc. And they had their own little like circles of chairs set up behind their gazebos.
You're wearing sweatpants. It's Monday.
So? So that's against the rules, and you can't sit with us.
And it's like you approach the stand, you kind of went over like, hi, can I get a sticker please? And they'd be like, oh yeah, like, sorry guys, let me go deal with this guy while I just interrupt our chat. Like, it felt very cliquey, and don't get me wrong, it still fucking does today in some aspects. I think it's a lot more open today than it used to be. I think that must have been the peak. It's worse. That was like the worst show I went to in regards to groups of people just sitting and chilling together and like kind of paying no attention to other people, and it was a bit awful. So I was just like, fuck these guys, let's make our own group. Like, Like, do you know what I mean? It was that attitude at first. Did I ever think it'd be as successful as it is? No. There was never any intention to grow Broke Boys past friendly laugh. We bought stickers that we thought we was all going to be repping our own. Do you know what I mean? We all thought we was going to have our own stickers on the cars and stuff like that, and all of our mates were going to have the stickers. And then before we knew it, people started asking, like, bro, like, I like that sticker. Like, where do I get that? I was like, oh yeah, that's ours. So like, we started passing it around, and we gave out, at the beginning we gave out so many stickers for free. Like, so many. Hundreds and hundreds. Before you knew it, people were actually buying them. People were interested in like our own little Instagram and stuff like that, and it's like a ladder. Like, you're just walking up it and people, you just keep going. You know what I mean? You just keep going. So that's literally how it works. Okay, next question. See, I love this one. This is a sick question. I've never been asked this. This is savage. Alright, so this one comes from Sam Jackson. What would you think you'd be doing if you hadn't started Broke Boys? Mate, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I've always been the kind of guy that just wings it. Like, I like that. And I've always been the kind of guy that gets bored of something really easy. Even though we're building Broke Boys, and even though we're building the brand, we always like to do new things. It's a new thing every day. We're always bringing out new products. It's like an actual new job each time. And especially with the shows now, each year, the show, if you'll notice, if you've been from day one to this year, every show's been completely different. Like, the way we set up, completely different. This year, completely different, like different fields. Like, we're changing the whole thing. I always like to do something unique. Behind the scenes, something that a lot of people won't know, 99% of people won't know, is last year, obviously we hosted Broke Boys at the farm. We had some food caterers there, and long story short, the food caterers started arguing with each other. Don't ask why. They just started literally like rivalry, arguing with each other, and it really annoyed me. So what I actually did was I went and bought a horse box. I've converted it into a food van / drinks van, and I was going to use that at this year's show. However, I'm actually going to sell it. So if anyone's interested, hit me up. I'm going to sell it now because it's just too much hassle. If I was to do something, if I was doing something other than Broke Boys, it'd definitely be creative. I get a thrill out of building stuff, making stuff, and obviously with Broke Boys, I get to build, create, and make show stuff on top of, I don't know, designing clothes, for example. One of the things that we've also done behind the scenes, which some of you won't know about yet, or some of you might have seen, and it's actually in a vlog, is I bought a caravan to stay in and live in while at the farm the week prior to the show and the week after during clear up, because it's a big old process to get that venue ready, deconstructed as well. So all the hire equipment comes like days and days before. So because of that, I actually bought that, but I bought a shitter. I've gutted the whole thing, and now we're gonna basically refurbish a caravan to live in. So yeah, I'd be doing something creative to answer your question, but I don't know what, because I worked for a company where I sat in an office, called people all day, made a decent amount of money, to be honest with you, and I fucking hated it. I would personally rather make less money doing something I love than a fuckload of money doing something I hate. So it doesn't really answer your question, but it sort of does. That is it. Shout out to anyone that asked me a question. There were some other questions on here as well. Sorry if I didn't get around to giving you a shout out. Sorry if you asked a question that was pretty similar to the ones that I've answered. I will try and do another one of these videos ASAP. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. Head over to the website, grab yourself a ticket for Broke Boys at the farm, get yourself on the Instagram, turn on notifications, and stay up to date with fucking everything that we have going down. We've got a new clothing drop coming soon. If you don't manage to grab that online, make sure you grab it at Ultimate Dubs if you're going. We will be there. I'll see you soon. I'll see you Wednesday. Wednesday's the next video drop. I'll see you Wednesday. Safe.
Time of your life now. Yeah, you can bring your friends, we can mob out. Back to my house, yeah, we can vibe out. Then we kick them all out, girl, you're mine now. We can drink a little wine just to wind down. Oh, you a freak, let me find